Good afternoon, this is Bob Iaccino coming to you from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago, talking copper futures. Copper was up 1.8% on the highs. Second day in a row we've seen higher prices in copper, and copper's driven to a higher close 3 of the last 5 days, which is pretty strong performance considering that copper has been in a downtrend for quite a while. But before we get to that, let's talk about the driving force behind this copper movement, and that was Chinese data. Chinese industrial production hit its highest level in over 3 years, 7.9% change month over month. The expectation was for a 6.2% increase. We've seen pretty lukewarm to mixed Chinese data lately, and China being the biggest consumer of copper, copper prices are most affected by the ebb and flow of Chinese economic data, so this was pretty strong. We also saw some pretty strong data out of Japan in terms of their machine tool orders, also up 8.2%, but not really reflective necessarily in copper prices by itself, but as it plays toward the global economic growth narrative, it does affect base metals. Now, having said that, the dollar, on the other hand, is pretty flat to slightly higher, so hasn't really had any effect of capping copper prices. But as the dollar went higher later in the day, copper did pull back. It didn't finish up 1.8%. It finished a little up over 1%. Now, we're still in a downtrend overall for copper, so these last 3 days or so isn't really trend changing. We're still down over 5%, right around 5.3% from the December 28th highs. And other than some occasional sort of correction moves up, some bear market rallies, we've been in a downtrend now for all of 2018 and including the last few days of 2017. So while this doesn't change anything, there are some key moving averages in the way resistance-wise, so we'll probably see a sell-off in the next day or so. But if we continue to get stronger Chinese data, that breakout could finally reverse copper's downtrend. This is Bob Iaccino talking base metals, specifically copper, from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago.